What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today, what I want to talk about is Sean Payton. We finally got the value that the Saints want from a team that is willing to trade for Sean Payton. Now, some people might think that it's way too high of a value to go for this big swing of a move. But what do you guys think? Let's dive right into it. Roll that intro. Alright guys, welcome back in. Now before I get started, I want to go ahead and dive right into just a little bit about the Damar Hamlin situation that ended up transpiring on Monday Night Football. Now if you guys don't know what happened on Monday Night Football versus the Bengals and the Bills, there was an incident that happened with safety Damar Hamlin, which plays for the Buffalo Bills. He ended up going to cardiac arrest. They had to do CPR to, I guess get him in a stable position to take him to the ambulance. Now, obviously, right now, I think he's in critical condition in the hospital. I've been trying to follow this story as much as I possibly can. I think the number one thing should be the thoughts and prayers and the health of Damar Hamlin moving forward. So I think the NFL did the right thing and suspending this game. Now, why it took as long as it did, I'm not going to sit here and kind of debate that, but it was the right decision for the NFL to suspend this game. But man, very, very scary incident that happened on Monday Night Football. And again, thoughts and prayers to the Hamlin family. All right, let's dive right into this topic that I wanted to go ahead and dive right into, right? It's going to be Sean Payton. I think that's the big storyline from Cardinal fans moving into the offseason. Now, as of right now, the Arizona Cardinals are set to have their Week 18 matchup against the San Francisco 49ers, which is going to be an interesting game. Obviously, I'm still going to be watching. I love watching my Cardinals Sundays and Thursdays and Mondays regardless. But I do think it's going to be an absolute beatdown. The 49ers do have a lot to fight for in that last game. So let's just hope that everybody remains healthy. Everybody is good to go once the season comes to an end and just kind of start focusing on to 2023. But obviously, a lot of fans want to really talk about Sean Payton and what would it take to acquire Sean Payton. Now, I got some reports here, one from Adam Schefter and the other one from Benjamin Albright. Now, let's go ahead and dive right into these reports right now. This first report says this. Per the report by Adam Schefter, it's possible the Saints will ask for more than a first round for Sean Payton, according to what league sources believe. Saints believe Payton is worth what other great coaches have been valued at, and then some. So, with this report right here, it's basically saying that they obviously want to get more than just a first round pick. Now, I don't know what that means. Is that a first round pick and multiple mid-round picks? Are they looking for a second round pick? We don't know, right? We don't know. All we know right now is that there's a lot of teams interested in Sean Payton and making him the next head coach of their team. Now, let's take a look at this other report here, and it's from Benjamin Albright. He says, any team wanting to acquire Sean Payton is expected to have to trade a first rounder to the Saints. So, right, we got two reports coming back and forth saying that that's going to be what the Saints are looking for, a first round pick. Now, there was another report that came out, I believe, it was a few weeks back, but they were saying that the Saints were looking to get 2 first round picks. Now, when I first read these two first reports, I'm like, okay, a first round pick is attainable, right? I think the Arizona Cardinals can possibly do that, but not our 2023 overall pick or not our 2023 round pick. If they're looking for a 2024, then hey, maybe we can definitely accommodate something like that and maybe build a package for them and kind of send them on their merry way if they choose to take that route. I think that this 2023 first round pick that we have is very crucial in the decision making and just how a roster is going to look kind of moving forward. And because we're picking so darn high, most likely in the top 5 right now, we're sitting at the 4th overall spot. But we can possibly go down just really depending on how the last games go down. I don't want to lose that first round pick. Hell, I don't even want to lose that second round pick because they are so high in value that we can start building this team outright with young, talented players. I think we should possibly look into the 2024 NFL draft picks if that's what the Saints are really intrigued with. Now, there's a lot of teams that are looking for some head coaches right now, so I understand that it might be one of those situations where you're like, hey, if you want to get Sean Payton, you have to give them what the Saints want. And I'm right there with you as well, but I'm not willing to sell the farm quite yet. I want Sean Payton. Trust me. I think he's the top head coach in everybody's, top 5 list for the next head coaches coming into the 2023 season. Now, I know there might be somebody saying, in the comments, oh, well, Cliff Kingsbury isn't in an extension. Right now, there's a lot of reports saying that Cliff Kingsbury is not going to make it, and they're literally just waiting till the end of the year. Now, if that doesn't happen, I would be absolutely shocked. But, at this very moment, we're just going to have to kind of, continue to talk about the rumors and what would it take to get, a Sean Payton. So, the Saints are looking for a first rounder. I think that's something we can accommodate as an Arizona Cardinal organization. I truly do. Now, 2024 is what I'm looking forward to. If they're trying to look for a 2023, maybe that might not be something that might be too rich right now for the Arizona Cardinals, because this first round pick that we have is very pivotal, at least in my mind, that it's going to help us build a young roster and get really, really young, high round talented draft picks coming into our team. So if they want 2 first round picks, I don't even think I'm willing to do 2024 and 2025. I don't think I'm willing to do that. If they want to get maybe multiple mid-round picks and then a high first-round pick, then I'm down with that, but just not the 2023 as of right now. Now, if they want to get 2023 picks, maybe 3rd and 4th, and then a first of the 2024, then hey, maybe we can accommodate something like that. I think that would be something plausible for the Arizona Cardinals to do something. But like I said a little earlier, I'm not willing to sell the farm quite yet. Now, there is other head coach candidates, available for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly explore. Right now, there's Jim Harbaugh, and I know there's a lot of people that are very, very not high on Jim Harbaugh because they look at the way that the season ended for the 49ers. But if you truly think about it, Jim Harbaugh has had a very good career in the NFL being the 49ers head coach. He truly has. So I feel like at least an interview is warranted if he is willing to make the jump from the collegiate level back to the NFL. I think it's definitely something that we can kind of, humor. Another, person that I would love to kind of bring in is Ken Dorsey. I think that would be really cool. Another person is that defensive coordinator from the Eagles, Shane Stricken. I always butcher his last name, but he's also very intriguing. Frank Reich. And the main reason why I'm looking at these people is that I want to get somebody that has NFL experience. I'm not trying to get another college coach that has never had NFL experience. I think I'm done with that. So as of right now, it really just depends on what the Saints are willing to take, right? Now, the reports are still out there, and they're still swirling around that the Cardinals are interested in getting a Sean Payton to be their next head coach. So if the Cardinals can make this big swing, I think it would be huge. It would be huge for the Cardinals moving forward, but we definitely need to make sure we monitor what we're giving away before we make that big move. Now, are you guys willing to do 2 first-round picks to get Sean Payton? Let me know what you're willing to give up in the comments below pertaining to our next head coach, or possibly our next head coach moving into the 2023 season. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, go Cards.